and I never ever thought I would ever utter those words. This is already my favorite song of his. Punched it in the face 500 times. This is just, whoa. This should be called like white bread pop. Needs a chorus to come and save him. Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom coming to you from Shanghai, back for another Eurovision reaction video. Tonight I'm going to be reacting to the 10 songs in Eesti Laul, that's Estonia's national final. I'm going to listen, react and see which one I think could do best in Turin. So, let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip to one of the particular 10 reactions. I'm not going to be reacting to the live shows because I want to save the live performance for my final Estonia review video. Instead, I'm going to be reacting to their official music videos if they're out. There's one song who doesn't have an official music video. That's her fault, not mine. Aovalguses' 2-year reign of terror is over. Hopefully we can get back to the song we've chosen based on its merit again. We had, for some reason, we had quarterfinals this year. I don't know why. Usually Eesti Laul is one of my first finals to do. I draw the line at quarterfinals. I think it's a bit excessive. But yeah, they had a lot of songs. It looks, I'm not going to count them. It looks like there were around 40 songs, which I just think is way too much. In any case, there was quarterfinals, semis, and now we're down to a final as well. We've got 10 acts. There's a lot of names I recognize. We have Elina, Ott Lepland, Stig, Rästa, Sahlene. 4 people at least. There might even be more. There's 4 people at least who've represented Estonia before. Plus as well, we've got Stefan, who's a regular in Eesti Laul, and we've also got Jaagup Tuisk, who came second in 2020. Very exciting lineup. I'm looking forward to. I always enjoy Elysa. First up is going to be Elina Nechayeva with Remedy. This scraped in. It didn't do. It relied on the second chance round. I'm not totally sure how the whole process worked, but yeah, it didn't get through in the first round. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I always find it a little bit confusing what happens in Eesti Laul, and obviously I haven't got an absolute clue what they're talking about. So I'm always just kind of sitting there in a results show just like, what the hell is happening? And then they call out someone's name. I'm not sure if it's good or bad. Someone just stands up. I'm like, okay, that person might be through. Who knows? I love La Forza. That was one of my favorite songs at the start of the, I think that was 2018 season. One of them, Secret Bang. You give me the key. That is a gorgeous landscape. Ooh, very June-esque. Do you know what? That reminds me a little bit of Frozen by Madonna so far. I think that's Jordan. It's very pretty. Got a different feel so far from La Forza, which felt much more classical. This is good so far. I thought it was going to be bad because she scraped into the final. The music video is really stunning. I love that type of desert, rocky landscape. Look at those visuals, they're gorgeous. I wonder why that is. It looks like Jordan, but I don't know why they would show pictures of Jordan. I assume it's not Estonia because it doesn't look like Estonia at all. It hasn't got a real massive oomph in it. It's pleasant so far. Lots of very elegant sounds, but there's not really a very strong hook. It really has. It's been inspired by Dune, definitely. I don't think it's got that instant impact that a Eurovision song needs. It does feel like you'd have to listen to it a couple of times to appreciate. The chorus is not very obvious. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Jordan. Wow. Or maybe it's Algeria? Okay, building up to a climax. This feels like the pace we should have been at on the first chorus. I do feel like I'm wondering like what happened for 2.5 minutes. Wow, that's a very high note at the end. I feel like the run-up in the first 2 minutes was way too long, and that last minute was great. I just felt like I just forgot the first 2 minutes. The visuals were gorgeous, and maybe they were too distracting, but really, visuals shouldn't be able to overpower an audio that easily. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I need to listen to it several times before I decide if I like it or not, which is not a very good sign. Definitely like decent quality. Okay, anyway, let's go to our next song. It's Andrei. I'm going in the draw order, by the way. It's Andrei Zevakin featuring Grete Paia singing nüüd, saab, which is obviously means what now? One and number secret bang. That apartment, I want it. Give it to me. If this is jazzy, I may have to skip. Even though it's the second song, I don't know if I can take jazz right now. Not on board so far, but I'm gonna wait it out. Ooh, some advertising for some soda. Yeah, this is not drawing me in remotely. But I'm gonna sit through for a chorus or two. Do you know what? I'm spending this whole video looking at how nice the apartment is. The melody's not very complex, and it just feels a bit boring, to be honest. You know, it's been given the spot of death, number 2. I don't think number 2 makes that difference in the 10 final, but in the Eurovision final, number 2 spot is considered one of the worst. Yeah, I would imagine this was quite low qualifying in. I don't know, the juries put it through. Maybe it's jury baity, I don't know. Like this went through behind, this went through ahead of Elina, I don't get that. Again, the ECI system is just not clear at all. Unless you speak Estonian. Yeah, this is very samey. I'm borderline about to skip this. I don't get why it's a duet either. Like, they're just singing. There's no real harmonizing. It's like, well, there's a tiny bit of harmony, but like the bare minimum. Yeah, I just don't get what it adds. It's weird. That last 5 seconds was the best part of the song. I don't mean that habituate because the song's over. As like it actually was the nicest part, but yeah, it was way too late. Yeah, that was just a lot of meh for me. Okay, let's go to the next one. It's Jaagup Tuisk saying vaid. It means if only, vaid. I really enjoyed a Jaagup's song from 3 years ago. Was it called Beautiful something? It was very, very unusually constructed and epic song. Wanna know my secret bang? I hope he's gone for something experimental again. A very unusual beginning. Very tense strings. It's got a poltergeisty type vibe going on. I'm not hearing the magic that I heard. I had to find the name of that other song he did. I'm not hearing that magic yet, I gotta be honest. I remember people going crazy about his song last time. Beautiful Lie. Okay, those instrumentals coming in were very necessary because I did not enjoy the first third. Now it's got a little bit more something, substance, a bit more epicness. Nah, that chorus is a miss. Got a similar daring quality in its construction to Beautiful Lie, but just not as successful. That pause in the chorus is just jarring. Breaking the flow. I'm getting some 90s movies vibes, which is not bad. Yeah, that staccato chorus, I don't find that enjoyable. There's some small melodies in the chorus I like, but they're too far and few between. Yeah, I have to admit, this is borderline messy, which I'm surprised about. Because I kind of got Genius vibes from Beautiful Lie, and this makes me think, was he a one-hit wonder? Okay, yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with that. I could be honest, I was speaking over a lot of that, but I'm at this point well capable of speaking and listening. That just was not as good as Beautiful Lie for me at all. EC Live's got a pretty decent standard, so I think you do actually need to come with something that's quite solid and steady and ready. Unless you look like Uka Savista and you've just got icicle eyes that you can just pierce the libido of a certain demographic. But yeah, that just didn't float me for me. That's a little bit disappointing. And it also kind of subtly explains to me why he's been given third in the running order as opposed to something later. Okay, let's go to the fourth song. It's Elysa. She's singing Fire. Wanna know my secret bang? Oh, okay. Slightly different sound. That's giving me slightly Caribbean vibes. Are we gonna get some nice candy pop? We haven't really had any like real proper quality candy pop this year. Real Mandy Moore, Britney Spears in the 90s. Yeah, do you know what? I love a bit of candy pop now and then. This has got potential to be that. Yes. If this pop drop is good, I am gonna be pretty happy about this. Come on. Ooh. It's halfway there. I like the dum dum dum. Yeah, it's good. I actually quite like some elements of it. I wouldn't be happy if there's 3 of those now. And the verses are interesting. I like this mix up on the verse. I think it is a little bit dangerous to have a song called Fire, which is the English for Fuego. People love calling things Fuego 2.0. This pre-chorus sounds very Fuego. She did kind of invite that on herself. I'm still enjoying this so far. I am pleasantly surprised now because this seems very high quality and professional for a national final. It doesn't sound Estonian. I would kind of associate this more with like Romania or Moldova, this kind of like, or maybe one of the former Eastern European countries. And she's mixed up where she is now in terms of visuals. Yeah, the visuals, there's nothing really groundbreaking, but it's very, it looks solid. Oh, that was weird. You saw the cameraman there for a sec. Okay, in the end I did get 3 copy and paste. I still enjoyed it. I don't feel like this third verse chorus sounds hugely different from the first. Okay, mixed up now in the last one. Interesting now. I largely enjoy that, and it was very easy to sit through. I'm just wondering now, is it going to have longevity in it? Because I couldn't pick out that definite earworm that I kind of want in my candy pop. And that's the type of thing I go, oh, I need to have this because I've got that tune in my head. A little bit like, I would say another song that was possibly bordering that genre of music was Noelia. Elina Noelia from Ecstasy from MGP. That was in that same vibe of like electric pink, candy, bubblegum pop. So yeah, well, it had like slight kind of like ethnic elements to it, but they were pretty light. But yeah, overall, like I was pretty surprised that I was not expecting that. Honestly, I thought we were going to get something just really kind of generic and a bit lame. And that seemed well produced, and it seemed well put together, and a pretty competent, and it seemed like it was it near completion? It was a cohesive package. Okay, let's move on. We're going to go to our 5th person. It's Ott Lepland singing Aovalguses. Now, I absolutely love Ott from, I think, 2007 or around about then. He sang a song called Kula, which means listen, which is a really, really stunning song. He has a white waist jacket on. His voice sounded absolutely spectacular. I think it came 6th or 7th around about then. The song is called In the Light. I hope he's coming back. I would guess that this is his first time coming back. Maybe not. Maybe he's been back before. It's the first time I remember him coming back to the competition. So I hope he's come back with something decent. He's being given 5th in the draw, but I've noticed that the views for the video are not gigantic. Ott Lepland won on my secret fan. Okay, we got a black and white music video. And the type of piano. Ooh, gosh. Is that him? God, he looks different. Like not just older, he looks like different. It sounds like it's going to be a pared back minimalistic ballad. Kula was out as well, but Kula had a fantastic melody and a really powerful end note. The piano is not doing enough of a job on me. I feel like it's all in now on the chorus. I think like it needs the chorus to come and save him. He's got a fantastic voice. A little bit bluesy there, that note. Jazzy bluesy. Yeah, I feel like a lot of it's just him. I don't feel like he's getting much help. Because really that melody, the instrumentation behind me is quite basic standard. Ooh, slight Broadway vibes in that pre-chorus bridge. Yeah, I think I'm 0 for 2 in terms of returning artists, 0 for 3 in terms of returning artists, I gotta admit. That's a little bit disappointing. I'm hoping that the second half of this final is gonna be stronger. Yeah, amazing vocal. I think we're at the end. Oh, we have a little bit left. Very beautiful landscape. I think I've been to Estonia. I have, but I've only been to Tallinn. I haven't seen the rest of the country. Definitely makes me want to go visit. But yeah, that song just was a bit. I think I would be fair to say that was just a tiny bit dull. His vocal is very strong and very powerful, but really what was there behind him and the vocal there wasn't really much of a composition there. I think he really struggled to say that that's got a very distinct or original melody in any capacity. Sixth up, we have Stig Rästa. He is an absolute super Euro fan. He is pretty much in East LA every single year in some capacity since around 2015, probably earlier than that. 2015 is when he sang Goodbye to Yesterday, which I think was my number 1 or 2. It was a massive fan favorite. I remember being surprised at how it only came 7th, because it was first in the odds for a long time. And then I don't know what happened in the end. They got a pretty bad draw. I think they were 6th or 7th in the draw very early. But that song was absolutely just really great. One of my all-time favorite Estonian Eurovision songs. Since then, though, I don't know if there's anything that I've loved anywhere near as much. Elina came back with her own song, which I believe was written by him, and I think she came last. I remember seeing her face looking absolutely gutted. So yeah, Stig hasn't come back with anything. The fact that he's singing On My Own does give me some slight hope that this is possibly back to stronger form, because I would often feel that people will give their weaker songs to other people, whereas they want to keep their better stuff for them. The song's called Interstellar. That's one of my favorite movies, and it's an interesting title. I really love space stuff. Let's see what he's got. Can he reverse this trend of former contestants having what I would consider weaker entries compared to their previous ones? Stig Rästa, Wanna Know My Secret, bang. Okay, fighting. Oh, he's gone 80s. Stig, really? Oh. Okay, he can do it. Come on, pull it off. I'm surprised he's gone for that. It feels very low-hanging fruit. I would have thought he'd gone for something tougher. Okay, anyway, let's see what he has. This is boy bandier than I thought he would be into. This is very boy bandy. This could be an Irish national final. Come on, chorus. Save me. Oh gosh, damn. My god. This is so Irish national final. I'm so surprised that he sent this. There's nothing Interstellar about this. It's really bland, basic pop. Damn! What the hell? Everyone's flopping. I need one person to come through. Only one person is enough. But I'm surprised with such a stellar lineup that it's just a bit underwhelming. It's strange that the song I went into with the lowest expectations is my favorite so far. And I don't think that's because of expectations. I think it's just a coincidence. It's fine, like none of these are bad. None of them are bad, but none of them are special. There's just a lot of background music, a lot of B-sides, a lot of album filler. Yeah, this could 100% be sung by a boy band in the 90s. Absolutely no doubt about it. And it probably would have done well as well. It's been given to Westlife or something. It's also the fact it's called Interstellar as well. Like there's nothing about this. I think futuristic, daring, out there, weird. This should be called like white bread pop. Yeah, just surprising. Yeah, a bit disappointing. But I don't know. I suppose on reflection, I don't think I've really massively liked this stuff since Goodbye to Yesterday, so it's not probably that surprising. I feel like I'm being really negative now, I gotta be honest. I'm 6 songs in and I probably only enjoyed one of them, which was Elysa Fire. I am kind of banking on the fact that the second half is going to be stronger. We got 4 songs left. They're probably the ones I have lower expectations for, so maybe it could actually just be like a expectation flipping video where the ones I expect the least from are actually the best. It's called Minimal Wind featuring Elisabeth, Tiffany. The song is called What to Make of This. Minimal Wind, Wanna Know My Secret, bang. Okay, I need someone to come and save me a little bit. Do you know, the thing is on reflection. Let's see the start. Ooh, that's a bit different. Let me get this all out. On reflection, when I haven't heard much hype about a national final, usually there's no smoke without fire. I've heard almost no one speaking about this national final in the community. So it does kind of make sense on reflection. I like this so far. It's pared back. It's got a unique sound. Does need to go somewhere though. We're almost a minute in and we've got... Come on. This has got good ideas. I like the vibe that she's making. This needs a really good producer to come in and just help her. Because that took 90 seconds to get to the end of the first chorus. And it wasn't exactly a bam chorus. It's got a really cool like 60s, 7. That twangy guitar is gorgeous. Again, more background music as opposed to main event. But nice to get like a nostalgic song that has a slightly different sound and feel to it. Kind of reminded me of like films like Forrest Gump, that kind of like 60s like druggy hippie feel. Oh, are they lesbians? That would be kind of cool. Kind of a good twist in the end. Okay, look, that was really pleasant. I enjoyed that. I would probably say that's my number 2 so far. Having said that, there were some like quite obvious faults in it. Like it took 90 seconds before we got to the end of the first chorus. I just think that's a bit criminal in Eurovision. But there were some really nice sounds and vibes in it. But they would need someone to come in and revamp that. And Estonia is not usually a country that I associate with revamps. So I don't know if that's something that's on their radar or in their thought process in terms of their Estonian delegation. It reminds me a little bit of that girl. That song, yeah, last year, Annette and Freddie, Write About Me, that was a real surprising one that came second. Sorry, not last year, 2020. And I remember getting loads and loads of votes from the jury. I think it came first with the jury. I remember just being like, WTF, what the hell is going on? That kind of had the similar vibe. I wonder if that's the type of thing. I remember they had jury members from like the States, kind of like R&B backgrounds, which I thought was very, very unusual because that I wouldn't expect people like that to have a knowledge about Eurovision and the context of it. Anyway, let's go to the 8th song. This is Stefan singing Hope. I gotta be honest, Stefan, I recognize Stefan. He's been in the competition. Maybe this is his 3rd or 4th time. I haven't liked the songs in the past. They're always like got a slight jazzy, slow feel with a great vocal. I feel like his target market is housewives. I think he is a poor man's Ukusavista, but I am more than willing to completely and utterly take that back and say I'm wrong if he's giving me a good song. I've got a small spoiler of him in the Mojave Desert. Stefan, one of number 6, bang. We are getting Western realness, I think. I think we get classic. If he subverted my expectations, it was my favorite in this. I like that start so far, actually. Nothing wrong with that Western sound at all. It's cool. Reminds me of old movies, Tarantino movies. This is already my favorite song of his. Still my favorite song of his ever. I hope it grows now. I'd love to love this. Okay, he's got a gallop. He's gone all in with Cowboy Western. I'm okay with that. Just commit. And you know, if this went to Eurovision, it would super stand out. Because how many other Western cowboy songs are we going to have? Hopefully not too many. I don't mind a couple, but I want too many. Very interesting music video as well. And I think he's going to outperform this because I always associate him with an elevated performance where he makes a quite boring song into something more. So I would expect a good conversion of this. Yeah, this is a new side to him. I'm really enjoying this. I really am. It's very unexpected. Yeah. Okay, I'm on board. Saddle up. He's giving me some pop climax that I needed at the end of this country western song. Okay, this whole final is just bizarre. I really enjoyed that. I'm so utterly pleasantly surprised. Look, I just think this final is, everything is just back to front. All the people who I was expecting to be great, I think honestly have just not been great. And everyone knows I had no expectations from whatsoever. That girl who I thought was going to deliver something awful and actually was like a pretty decent Fuego. And then this, like a really unusual, fresh sounding Western cinema official soundtrack song. That's easily my favorite song of his, as I've said multiple times already. And I only think it's going to get better because I think he always elevates his songs as well. So I'm, at this point in time, that is who I'd want to go. I've still got 2 songs left. Like, as much as I enjoyed Fire and Elysa, I think that was partly because I was expecting so little from her. That's easily my favorite. Okay, let's see. We've got 2 people left. We've got Anna Sahlene singing Champion. This is the only one I couldn't find a music video for. She represented Estonia in 2002. Champion sounds like a Maltese Eurovision song. She represented in 2002 and she came 3rd. Gotta admit, Eurovision 2001, Eurovision 2002, I think they're probably 2 of the worst Eurovisions in history. If you made me pick the worst one in history, I would say 2001. I thought it was just terrible. But, you know, she still managed to do pretty well, so I don't want to take that away from her. You must think I'm the most negative person in the world. Honestly, I can say that all these songs are great without it being clearly obvious that I'm bullshitting. Okay, anyway, look, let's see if Anna can do well. Anna Sahlene, Champion, One and Another Secret Plan. That is an extremely Melfest beginning, which there's nothing wrong with. You know I like Melfest. I will be my champion. Okay. I'm okay with this so far. Lyrically, it's not going to do anything, let's be real. But it could be a bop if she gives me a pop drop. Okay, come on, Anna. Oh, my champion, my warrior, terrible. Who writes these lyrics? Okay. Oh, it's like halfway towards drum and bass. I don't mind it. I don't love it. I don't mind it either, though. It feels like drum and bass minus the drum minus the bass. These lyrics are absolutely abysmal. Like, just beyond vapid. Okay, I'm putting it out there. If anyone is writing Eurovision songs and you want help with lyrics, please contact me. I will give you at least one line that is remotely original. It is not that difficult. These cliches are just maddening. That you like, there should be poetry music. This is just raw. Oh, fuck me. Jesus Christ. That pre-chorus was criminal. I actually think they're taking the piss. I think they're taking the piss. This is someone taking the piss out of Eurovision. This could be in the Eurovision movie. And you know, the melodies, it's not that bad. Fucking hell. Okay, that wasn't that bad. It was pretty bad. It was so cliche and just full. That would not know an original idea if an original idea came up and punched it in the face 500 times. It was the biggest collection of old ideas put together. It was still enjoyable. I found it much easier to sit through than many of the other songs in this national final season. So I'm saying it's decent. But to say that there is anything new in that whatsoever, I will argue that you are incorrect. Until Dawn Rises, that was beyond unoriginal. I'm probably venting. I feel like that's a little bit of pent up frustration at these songs that I just feel put no effort into the lyrics whatsoever, and I'm probably channeling too much at this one person, so that's probably a little bit unfair. But yeah, if you want help writing lyrics, just contact me. I will get a dictionary. I will look up a new word for you. Okay, let's go to Black Velvet, Sandra. She's the last song tonight. Is she going to make me rant as well? My God, I didn't realize I was going to get this riled up because of Eesti Laul. Black Velvet, Sandra, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. Another 80s song. Okay, nice mix up in demographics. We're getting some older guys. And it's in Estonian, which is a nice mix up as well. Oh my God, they've got North Macedonia's backdrop. Come on, this music video is a bit now. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, I'm checked out. Look guys, I think I'm at the end of my patience, to be honest. I'm pretty disappointed. I just didn't think this was a good national final. And it's weird because there's so many big names. Strangely, Elina at the start. Okay, sorry, I'm just switching this off. I've had enough. Okay, yeah, look, I'm a little disappointed, a little bit fed up. Honestly, these videos take so long to do, and then when it's a lot of me just bitching about songs, it's annoying for me as well because I'm having to put a lot of work into doing these videos, like recording them, editing them, getting them up, and then when it's all negative, I don't like that. So sometimes when a national final is all negative, I actually just don't do it all. Like Samurai 192, I just didn't upload because the workload compared to how negative I was just like, this is just not worth it. I probably will upload this, but I'm still kind of on that borderline. I just did not think that was a good national final. For so many big names, Elina, Jaagup Tuisk, Ott Lepland, Stig, Rästa, Stefan, and Sahlene, 6 big names. That was just not good quality at all, really. Funny enough, Elina at the start I thought was one of the best. I think I went into her with, I was probably so harsh on her. I think if she'd come last one like, oh my God, this is a breath of fresh air, something actually that's well constructed and pretty and like a little bit original sounding. It's very unfortunate that's been put first. I don't know why that struggled so much because really I would probably put that in my top 3 or 4. My winner of this absolutely by far is Stefan, and I never ever thought I would ever utter those words. That song was interesting, it had a different sound, it felt like it had a bit of pace and energy in it. There were so many of these songs that just felt really lifeless, like a heart rate of 20. Stefan's had a pulse, it had energy the whole way through, it had something interesting in it. I'm not saying it was perfection, but it had something to it. So that is easily my number 1. I would probably put my number 2 as Elysa Fire. It felt like there were some elements that were on the way to it being a good, decent bubblegum pop song. Probably a little bit too repetitive in the verses. In the choruses, I mean, I actually enjoyed the verses. In terms of my 3rd, I'll probably give it to Elina, Nechayeva. The rest, Minimal Wind again had some good ideas, but the execution was quite far off. Probably another thing that's affecting my expectations is the fact that they had 40 songs at the start, 4 quarterfinals. I do think that sends the message, we've got so much quality this year that we have to have 4. What an odd decision. I think it builds up, and I think that's justifiable to have expectations going in that. Big names plus 4 quarterfinals, and then we get to a final. Really, I would struggle to see how they would fill 2 semifinals. Anyway, I don't want to keep going on because it's just too much negativity for one video. You know what my 1, 2, 3 is? Let's go have a look at the odds quickly. Estonia is really in danger this year. They need to choose wisely based on what is best in that actual final performance, because I really do feel like they're a pretty decent qualifier. They're usually 50-50. Then the second half of the second semi-final, which I do think is very easy. If you look at the second half of the second semi-final, really the only guaranteed country to go through is Sweden. And in the first half, Azerbaijan, Cyprus. So the actual second semi-final is pretty open. Let's have a look at the odds for Eesti Laul. Okay, it is, thank F, it is Stefan with Hope. Second is Ott Lepland. Then honestly, my God, if that song goes. Andrei, then Black Velvet. Okay. And the song that I thought was kind of already interesting is last, but then Right About Me or whatever, Annette and Freddie was a surprise as well. Okay, I'm kind of glad by that. I would actually be quite happy if Stefan goes. I think he's got a decent shot. He really wants to go. My God, he enters every single year. He's definitely got the passion for it. I'm putting all my weight behind him. Okay, and he's winning the fan vote as well. Okay, I am feeling slight release now. Again, Alina's number 3 with the fans. I suppose she's going to have some favourite. Elysa, the Fire song is second. Okay, so I have the same top 3 as the community, except people like Stig, Rästa as well. I think Stig Rästa's song was bad. It was just really boy band B single. I don't think anyone's feeling Jaagup. That is what I thought about Eesti Laul 2022. Please leave a comment in the comment section below telling me what you liked. And thanks so much for watching. I'm seeing another Eurovision reaction video very soon. Goodbye.